So today we are looking at the last of the aircraft on display currently here in the World War II and beyond hangar at the New Zealand Warbirds Association, or as we call it, Hangar 2. This here is a Soviet Yak-52. The Soviets designed this aircraft to be typical of the Soviet aircraft, very rugged, but at the same time also very simplistic in its design. The Yak-52s were used as a training aircraft by the Soviet Union, and unlike a lot of the other training aircraft, the Yak-52s can do a decent amount of aerobatics. We do have an aerobatic team here in New Zealand that operate and fly Yak-52s. They're quite something to watch. Now, very typical of Soviet aircraft, I say that, but what I mean by that is, you see it a lot on Soviet aircraft, is you have this here multicolored, for want of a way to put it, rod sticking up out of the wing. There's one on this wing, one on the other wing, and one up there on the nose, just in front of the cockpit there, the red and white rod there. Those are backup indicators for the landing gear, in case they didn't extend. The landing gear, as would be evident, is retractable. Though it doesn't, hide within the body, it just sits under the wing. That design was implemented because if ever the circumstance arose that your landing gear didn't extend, you could still technically land on the wheels when doing a belly landing. That design came about in order to protect the fuselage of the aircraft in a circumstance like that. What I find interesting is you'll see that on a lot of other Soviet-era aircraft. We do have another one owned by the New Zealand Warbirds Association, that being a Czechoslovakian-built Aero L-39 Albatros, owned by Rocket Lab CEO Peter Beck. He doesn't fly it, he just owns it. Currently not on display at the New Zealand Warbirds Association. I am unaware of actually where it is, but we do have it. It also has the landing gear indicators on the wings and not in front of the cockpit. It also has flap indicators. Granted, they are a different color. Nevertheless, a backup system for in case the main primary system fails. Now, a funny thing to note is a pitot cover that is a rubber chicken. Hey, if it works, it works. Just don't forget to take it off, because if not, you'll be flying and hear that thing screaming before it flies off. Funny, isn't it? Now, this engine, I am unsure as to what it is. I assume it is a Soviet engine. I'm not sure. You do see quite often modern, I say modern, nowadays when people fly Soviet aircraft, they sometimes put Western engines in it. Again, I don't know what engine this is, although I can say it's decently powerful for the aircraft. I say that not knowing if that's true or not. If you want to change that and let me know in the comments, please do. Yeah. So I'm afraid that's all I have on the Yak-52. Again, probably another short video. I do apologize for that. If you have anything you'd like to add to it, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Other than that, feel free to like and subscribe if you want. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.